thanks for joining us. I'm Scott Smith.
And I'm Nicole Pirbino. On Park Update this week, School District 283 has selected a new superintendent.
Park High also selected a new head football coach and new hockey coach.
And the city recognizes 2 longtime St. Louis Park employees.
These stories and more just ahead on The Update. First floor renovation at City Hall is slated to begin at the end of this month. Some changes where you park and conduct business within the building will be in effect during construction that runs through this fall. Signs will be posted directing you where to park and how to enter the building, as the main entrance will be closed for a substantial upgrade. Parktacular is approaching quickly, and the time is here to get your 2013 Parktacular buttons. Buttons come complete with a money-saving coupon card and a door prize entry form. Your 2013 Parktacular button gets you admission to Rock the Block with CBO on Friday night, June 14th. Over $40 in savings from St. Louis Park merchants, plus a chance to win one of 50 valuable door prizes. Parktacular buttons are available at the Rec Center, City Hall, Lennox Community Center, and Citizens Independent Bank. They're just $5 each, or 4 for $15 through June 13th. For more information and a running list of door prizes, visit parktacular.org, click on Buttons.
Join the veterans of foreign wars and the American Legion in honoring those who have served our country at the Memorial Day service on Monday, May 27th. The service begins at 11 a.m. at the Veterans Memorial Amphitheater in Wolf Park, and the flag will be raised at noon. Note that City Hall, the Rec Center, and Westwood Hills Nature Center will be closed Memorial Day weekend, including Monday, May 27th. The St. Louis Park Rec Center was awarded the Minnesota Ice Arena Managers 2013 James Padgett Memorial Award at the Miami Spring Conference on April 7th. This award is presented to the arena that demonstrates excellence in ice arena management and operation. The award was presented to St. Louis Park for the renovation and relocation of the Rec Center's skate shop. To see the brief video of the skate shop project, visit the city's YouTube channel, youtube.com/SLP Cable. The City of St. Louis Park has multiple employment opportunities available to interested applicants. Open positions include Senior Engineering Project Manager and NPDES Inspector. The application deadline for both positions is May 28th. View the full job descriptions and apply online at stlouispark.org/employment.html. St. Louis Park High School Principal Robert Metz has been selected as the district's new superintendent. The district is now involved in contract negotiations with Metz, with school board action tentatively expected at the May 28th meeting. Metz will replace outgoing superintendent Dr. Deborah Bowers. Metz has served as principal of St. Louis Park High School for the past 6 years. Prior to that, Metz has served as principal of Aquila Elementary School for 9 years. Metz has more than 30 years of public education experience with a master's degree in curriculum and instruction.
Well, the Oak Hill Splash Pad opens for the year on Friday the 24th, weather permitting, of course. Our water playground at Oak Hill Park lets kids activate bubbling hoses, water nozzles, and sprinkler arches. Just wave your hand over the sensor bollard and get ready to splash in the sun. It's the equivalent of running through the sprinkler on a grand scale. Parents should always accompany and supervise children, and rubber-soled water shoes are strongly recommended for all participants. The pad is open daily 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. through September 8th. The outdoor aquatic park at the Rec Center is scheduled to open on Friday, June 7th. Just ahead, Nicole has events for the young and the young at heart on Generation.
Children ages 3 to 6 can tee off on the Oak Hill Park Mini 9-hole golf course at the Mini US Open on Sunday, June 9th. The event will be held from 11:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Metro dining cards are now on sale at the Lennox Community Center. The price per box is $22, and the cards are good through May 2014 with more than 166 restaurants to choose from. 2 sets are available, either Anoka Northwest or Minneapolis West Metro. Proceeds benefit the St. Louis Park Senior Program.
In council news, Fire Chief Luke Stemmer was honored by the council as he heads into retirement. Also retiring Superintendent Scott Anderson received recognition for his many years of service to the city.
Even I have a hard time articulating just how much we appreciate what you two have done for us. And so I wanted to have Scott come up first because he's first on the agenda. Scott is one of the most irrepressibly cheerful human beings I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. Just did. Because he knows that there is nothing more important to a community than good, safe, clean drinking water, especially in a town like ours where there's a certain history to the drinking water. And so, and probably nothing more important than, I'll try to say this without stumbling over the words, safe, sanitary, and stormwater sewer services. I know that sounds a little bit like, Winston Rothschild on the Red Green Show, but it's just crucial. And so Scott does such a great job with that. And it's one of the things that our community, I think, takes great pride in.
But it's just been a terrific ride, and I'll miss everybody. And like a good friend of mine told you, I think I told you this, to finish strong. And I plan to.
Karen's turn came up, and she said, well, my special skill, she said, is I can parallel park a GMC Suburban. And I thought, and she said she can do it sometimes on the first try. I thought that was pretty impressive. The next guy to stand up is Luke Stemmer. Now, Luke didn't have to be there that night. But he was, because he cares about this community, and he cares about the children in this community, and he stood up, he said, well, I can parallel park a fire truck, and I can always do it. I know you've heard this 100 times, but it's something that I will always remember, and that is that Luke's main role in life is to make sure that at the end of the day, everybody goes home. And no one believes in that more than he does. No one works harder to make sure that always happens. And so when something goes wrong, when there's a fire, when there's a tornado, when there's something, when the worst thing happens, I know that those guys are there, and they're there for us. And that starts at the top. That level of commitment to make sure that we're safe starts at the very top. And so, Luke, I can't thank you enough. When I was 6, I wanted to be the kind of firefighter that you are. So. Chief Stemmer is known to staff and the public for his kindness, sense of humor, great listening skills, willingness to share his historical knowledge, patience, trustworthiness, and kind-hearted compassion that causes him to get emotional, which I know, but Hubert Humphrey once said that a man with no tears is a man with no heart. And no one, Luke, has a bigger heart than you. So with that, we'd like to thank you, even though words alone don't really kind of cover all of that, but thank you for your unbelievably great contributions and over 36 years of service to the city of St. Louis Park. Luke, the moment you've been waiting for is to get this mic away from me, so here you go. All right, thank you, my friend.
On a personal note, and I've told Luke this before, and I've told other people this a number of times, if my house were on fire or if my family needed help, there is no person, I can tell you this without question, no person that I would, Luke is the person that I would want to come to my home to save my family. There's no other person that I'd want other than Luke Stemmer because of who he is as a person, his abilities as a fire chief, and his commitment to the public. So Luke, I can't thank you enough. You've taught me a lot. I've learned a lot from you about life and being a good human being, and I'm going to miss you a lot.
Thanks, Tom. Mr. Mayor, thank you. That did help a little bit. The first question they asked me when we were building the fire stations is, please, Chief, tell us you didn't put basements under them.
Yeah.
In sports, dedication ceremonies were held at Derek Keller Field after the installation of the new sign honoring the former Oriole baseball star. Keller passed away at age 18 last year from complications after battling leukemia. The new sign declares Derek Keller Field home of the St. Louis Park Orioles.
Let me be the first on behalf of the City of St. Louis Park to welcome you to Derek Keller Field. This is the hardest day that I've ever had in my life. I can't tell you how much Linda and I miss Derek and how much we wish he could be back here. And I just want to say that I was thinking today that this isn't named Derek Keller Field because Derek Keller was a great baseball player and passed on. This field is named Derek Keller Field because he was a great baseball player and he passed it on. I want to introduce the guy to throw out the first pitch is the manager of the team and player manager, Chris Duda, who Derek just idolized, along with the guy he really idolized, Dave Lindstrom, Lindy, and he's going to be the catcher.
The St. Louis Park Dugout Club could use your help as donations have not come near the amount needed to procure the sign. A quick phone call to 952-451-0771 and your tax-deductible generosity will be greatly appreciated. You can also help by sending your contribution to the St. Louis Park Dugout Club, 5115 Excelsior Boulevard, Suite 435, St. Louis Park, Minnesota 55416. Terry Keesley, a Park resident who has coached with the St. Louis Park Hockey Association for 15 years, will take over as the new head coach of the St. Louis Park High School boys varsity hockey team after the departure of Sean Podine. Keesley played hockey at the University of Minnesota Duluth back in the 70s, according to Orioles play-by-play announcer John Fromm. Former Washburn High School defensive coordinator Ben Wolf has been hired by St. Louis Park as its new head football coach. Wolf replaces Vince Varpness, who resigned after 2 seasons. St. Louis Park Athletic Director Andy Ewald, in announcing Wolf's hire, said he brings a breath of fresh air to our program and also has the coaching experience of being a defensive coordinator at Washburn. Ben teaches Spanish at St. Louis Park Middle School. Hopefully, Wolf will be around long enough to build participation numbers in the sport as the Orioles prepare to join the new West Metro Conference in the fall of 2014.
Well, that's it for this week's Park Update. Thank you for watching.
Now, be sure you take some time to get out and experience life in the park.
This is Central Clinic, a place where you can receive free healthcare services.
It is located right here in St. Louis Park. To contact them, please call 952-928-6377. They are open Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 1 p.m. through 4 p.m.
Central Clinic services all children ages 0 to 18. Their mission is to treat anyone who walks through the door, no matter if they have health insurance or not. Some of the services Central Clinic provide are sports physical, immunization shots, and education. The next time you need free health care, don't forget to call them
at 952-928-6377.
Be happy, stay healthy.